Let's start. Today we will see how to implement a navigation drawer using Jetpack navigation in the Java Android. Let's see the project structure. At the app level build.gradle file, integrate these dependencies. Here we have the main activity, 2 fragments, 1 and 2, and a toolbar manager class. And in the UI, we have respective layout files of the activity and 2 fragments. In the menu folder, we have a menu file. This is our drawer menu. Now right-click the RES folder and select the new option. Select the Android Resource Directory option. From the resource type drop-down list, select the navigation option. Keep the directory name as navigation only. And click OK. This will create an Android directory called navigation like this. Now, right-click this navigation directory, and click the new option. Click the navigation resource file option. Name this file as nav_graph, and click OK. This will create a navigation graph file like this. We will design the navigation graph later, before that we need to set up a navigation host. In the activity_main.xml file, the drawer layout is the root layout. Then we have a vertical linear layout. Inside the linear layout, we have a toolbar inside an app bar layout. Below the app bar layout, we have a fragment container view. The name attribute is important. The default nav host attribute is set to true. The nav graph attribute is set to the nav_graph.xml file. Then we have a navigation view. This is the drawer layout. The menu attribute is set to the nav_menu.xml file. The header layout is set to the header_layout.xml file. In the header_layout.xml file, we have a background image and some text. Let's see the code. The constraint layout is the root layout. This is the image view. This is the text view. Now, open the nav_graph.xml file in the design mode. As you can see, the activity_main.xml file is already mentioned as the host here. Now click this Add New Destination button. Select fragment 1 from this list. If you don't see any fragments listed, restart the Android Studio. Now the first fragment is added as the home fragment and is marked with a home icon here. Click the Add New Destination button again. Click Fragment 2. Drag Fragment 2 to the right side of Fragment 1 like this. Now hover the mouse over Fragment 1, until you see this circular handle. Drag this handle till Fragment 2, and you will create a navigation route from Fragment 1 to Fragment 2. Click this Auto Arrange button. It will properly adjust this layout visually. Our navigation graph is ready, let's read it. Click the code option. The navigation tag is the root layout. The ID is the file name itself. The start destination is set to fragment 1. Inside the navigation, we have 2 fragments listed, fragments 1 and 2. Each fragment is listed with an ID, a name which is the fragment's file path, a label that will be shown as the toolbar title, and its layout. Inside fragment 1, we have an action tag. This action defines the navigation route from fragment 1 to fragment 2. In the fragment_1.xml file, we have a button, Go to the second fragment. In the fragment_2.xml file, we have a text view. Let's see the Java code now. These are the imports. This is the toolbar manager class. Here we set up the data members and implement the singleton object creation pattern so that only a single object of this class would be present throughout the app lifecycle. In the Jetpack navigation, the top-level destination or the home fragment does not have a back arrow on its toolbar, but every other fragment has a back button on its toolbar. Since we are going to use a navigation drawer, we do not want a back button on any of our fragments. So we have to define all our fragments as the top-level destinations. That is why we use this set top-level destinations for the navigation drawer function. Here we define which fragments should be set as the top-level destinations. This is the setup navigation drawer function. Here we set up the toolbar, a burger menu icon, and a navigation view. An important point is that, to connect the drawer menu to the fragments, the menu item ID and the fragment ID must be the same. These are the imports. This is the main activity. These are the data members. In the onCreate function, first, we get the navigation controller. Then we call the setup navigation drawer function. The onSupport NavigateUp function handles fragment stack when the back button on the Android device is pressed, or when the user chooses a different fragment from the navigation drawer. When the back button on the Android device is pressed, if the navigation drawer is already open, then this function closes the drawer. These are the imports. This is fragment 1. These are the data members. In the onCreate view function, first, we get the navigation controller. When the Go to Second Fragment button is clicked, this is how we navigate to the second fragment. This navigation action is mentioned in the nav_graph.xml file. These are the imports. This is fragment 2. These are the data members. In the onCreate view function, we get the navigation controller. Let's run the app. So that's it. That's how you can implement a navigation drawer using the Jetpack navigation in Java Android. Thank you.